On the edge of a small village stood an abandoned building, the old school. Adults walked by without a second thought, but children loved telling scary stories about it. They said lights flickered inside at night and wings fluttered in the air. But in truth, someone lived there. A wise old owl hidden inside a hollow tree next to the school. She only came out at night, sitting on the roof and watching the stars, as if searching for something. One summer evening, 3 friends, Mia, Alex, and their dog, Biscuit, followed the forest path to the school. Mia was the bravest, Alex was the most curious, and Biscuit barked at every sound. As they got closer, a strange light flickered in the window. They froze. Even Biscuit stopped barking. Then they saw it. A glowing owl sitting on the roof, its golden eyes shining in the moonlight. "Hoo-hoo," it called, not scary at all, but soft, like an invitation. The kids stood still, wrapped in silence. Mia took a deep breath and stepped forward. "If it's just an owl, it won't hurt us," she whispered. Alex followed with his flashlight, and Biscuit trotted behind them. The owl suddenly flew down and landed under the big tree beside the school. She was twice as big as a normal owl, with glowing golden eyes and soft gray feathers. "Hoo-hoo," the owl called again, and this time it almost sounded like words. Suddenly, Alex's flashlight blinked out, but tiny fireflies lit up around them, forming a glowing map on the ground. It showed paths, hills, and a big star in the center. The owl turned to them and spoke in a scratchy but clear voice. "Children, it's time to uncover the secret I've protected for many years." The kids looked at each other, and Biscuit barked, as if saying, "Let's go." The owl spread her wings, and the fireflies swirled into new shapes, like old paintings in the air. "Long ago," the owl began, "where your school now stands, there was a wise man's house. He knew the language of animals and stars. Before he disappeared, he left behind a treasure, not gold, but knowledge that helps those who seek truth and light." The fireflies formed a glowing book, filled with strange symbols. "Where is it?" Alex asked quietly. "In the school walls," the owl replied. "But only those who aren't afraid of darkness and care for others can find it." "That's us," Mia said. The owl nodded. "True bravery," she said, "is kindness." She flapped up to the tree and added, "Look for the sign in the hallway. It will guide you." Their hearts beat fast. The real adventure had begun. The next morning, the kids met at the school early. Mia brought a flashlight, Alex had a notebook, and Biscuit wagged his tail excitedly. The hallways were quiet and dim. "This place is kinda spooky," Alex whispered. "But we're not alone," Mia said with a smile. Suddenly Biscuit barked and ran to a wall near the old gym. There they saw a carving, a small owl on a stone. "That's it," Mia whispered. She touched it and felt warmth. The wall rumbled, then slowly opened to reveal a narrow hallway. It smelled like old books and mystery. "Whoa," Alex gasped. "A real secret passage." They stepped inside. The flashlight lit up dusty bricks and symbols on the floor, the same symbols from the owl's fireflies. Alex quickly drew them in his notebook. "I think these are clues." Biscuit barked again and ran ahead toward a heavy wooden door. Mia remembered the owl's words. "Kindness is true courage." She gently placed her hand on the door and whispered, "We seek this knowledge to help others. Please open." Click. The lock opened and the door creaked wide. Another mystery awaited them. Behind the door was a grand room with tall walls covered in glowing murals. Birds, stars, and books seemed to move in the soft light. In the center stood a stone owl with 3 items at its base: a bronze key, a silver mirror, and a tiny lantern with no light. On the wall, glowing words appeared. "Only a choice made with the heart will lead to truth." "It's a test," Alex said. "But which one?" Mia wondered. Biscuit sniffed the lantern and looked at them with his warm eyes. "Maybe he's telling us something," Alex said. Mia picked up the lantern. At once, it glowed warmly, lighting the room with peaceful light. The murals came to life. Birds flew, books opened, and the stone owl lifted its wings. "You chose light," said a wise voice, "and light always leads to truth." Symbols lit up on the floor, leading to a new door marked with an open book. "We're on the right path," Mia cheered. But they knew the final test was yet to come. The door creaked open, revealing total darkness. Even the lantern's glow looked small inside. "I don't like this," Mia whispered. "It's the final challenge," Alex replied. Shadows formed around them, mimicking their movements, but distorted and strange. "Are these our reflections?" Mia asked. A deep voice echoed, "Each of you has fears. Only those who face them can move on." The shadows showed Alex alone in class, being laughed at. Mia's shadow showed her lost in a crowd, invisible. Mia began to cry. "I don't want to see this." Alex grabbed her hand. "Look, they're just shadows. They can't hurt us. We're stronger together." He lifted the lantern, and its light grew brighter. The shadows melted away. "You're right," Mia whispered. Biscuit barked and led them forward to a large door with an owl holding a book. "This is it," Alex said. Mia nodded. She was no longer afraid. Together they stepped forward, ready to learn the truth. The door opened to a huge hall. In the center stood a stone owl holding a glowing book. Her golden eyes lit the room. Then the owl moved and spoke in a calm voice. "You have come far, brave ones. You faced darkness, shadows, and fear. Now it is time to learn the secret." Mia hugged Biscuit, and Alex stepped closer. "What is it?" he asked. The owl opened her glowing book. There were no words, just pictures of friendship, trust, and kindness. Kids holding hands, their light defeating darkness, and their loyal dog beside them. "The secret is simple," said the owl. "No door or shadow can scare those with true friends and open hearts. Real strength lies in kindness and courage." The hall filled with light. The walls faded, and suddenly the kids were back by the old oak tree under the stars. The lantern still glowed warmly in Alex's hand. "A gift," the owl's voice whispered. "A light that reminds you are stronger together." "We did it," Mia smiled. Alex nodded. "Even in darkness, there's always light." Biscuit barked and wagged his tail happily. They walked home, three friends who had just discovered a powerful truth. And from that night on, whenever it got dark, Mia and Alex were never afraid, because they knew the true secret of the old owl was a reminder that love and friendship shine brighter than any shadow. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you enjoyed the story, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one.